and to go home to your body. Breathing in, I know I have a body. Hello, body. I'm home. I take care of you. So to be aware of body is to the beginning of love. And when mind is home to body, mind and body are established in the here and the now. And you might notice two things with the practice of mindful breathing. The first thing you notice is that your body is a wonder.
To the YouTube channel called I Talk Truth. And today I want to talk about something different than what I usually talk about. I'm not going to talk y'all ear off about discipline and all that. No, of course that's the stuff we don't want to hear, but I'm not saying it to make you down yourself if you don't have discipline. I just do it because I know that it's important, and I know that it's something that no one wants to do, not even myself, but it's the way that leads you on the path to freedom. Today I just want to talk about being a home for yourself, being a home unto yourself, making a home within that you can rest at. In order to do that, though, you have to stop looking for a home somewhere else. You can't make a home within yourself if you keep looking and trying to go out to other homes, trying to make that your home. You got to make your home within, being a home to yourself. Very few people can feel that sense of independence. That's what it feels like to be at home. Just imagine you were a kid, you came from a vacation and you got to come home. It's just like this sigh of relief. It's this feeling of safety, a feeling of warmth. And we need to be that for ourselves, within ourselves. We need to be that feeling of safety, alone, that feeling of safety, just being all alone. That sense of warmth. A lot of people, let's give an example. Like you're in a relationship, you lay down with your partner, and your partner's holding you. That feeling there, but without the partner, all alone, that feeling of warmth, you feel that feeling of safety. It's just like a sigh of relief. You can relax. You can unwind. We have to be there for ourselves. I was reading this book the other day, and it was a great book. It showed like depictions. It was a young kid, and he was drawing windows, and he kept drawing windows and looking inside, but every window he looked inside was empty. But he kept drawing windows. He drew about 60 windows and saw that all of the windows that he kept drawing were empty inside. And then finally, at the end, you look up, and in the sky, it's the moon, and he looks up there. That's kind of like what we have to do. Stop trying to draw these windows of what home will be like, or what home will look like, or the idea of what you want somewhere else. We got to stop drawing these windows. We got to look within ourselves to find that sense of warmth, that sense of safety. And a lot of times we don't feel safe. We're in fear, we're worried about stuff. And there's a reason for that. We don't feel safe because we aren't safe. But the way we're living is unsafe, and you can feel that, the fear. That fear inside, that's a warning that something's not right. If you were living life truly right, there would be no sense of fear. There would be no worry. There would be nothing but just peace. If you live right. It's hard. I know it's hard, man. You gotta allow yourself to shed those tears. Let those tears fall. Let those tears drop, man. Don't hold it in. To the dudes too, man, they make it seem like crying is like it makes you weak. But if you haven't shed tears in the past year, I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. You're not doing something right. I mean that. If you haven't shed tears, man, before this last year, I probably didn't cry in like years, a year or two. This past year, the amount of tears I done shed is like, it's crazy, and it's not a sign of, well, maybe it is a sign of weakness, but it's an acknowledgement. Those tears are an acknowledgement of that weakness. You're acknowledging it. You're allowing yourself to be open enough to see that weakness within yourself. It's a sign that you're not going to give up. It's a sign that you're trying to go towards something and that you're struggling. And it's okay to struggle. Struggle is a part of it. That feeling of drowning, that feeling of anxiety, that feeling of worry, that feeling of just being harassed by your thoughts can become tiresome sometimes. And it's just, I just want to let you know it's okay to just let that go. Let that out. Stop trying to be this. Stop trying to be what people say you should be like. Stop trying to be an image. Basically, stop trying to be an image. There's nothing good that could come from you trying to be an image. This world teaches us to be cold-hearted, to not open yourself up, to appear to others as if you're tough. And it's messing with people. I know it is. Listen, I know it is. I know you can. I see right through the image. You can put an image up right in front of me. I can see right through it. I can see the pain right through it. I have sympathy. People that are walking around with their chest high, man, humble yourself. Please humble yourself, because you're going to be humble, man. The humbling that's coming from the world is not going to be nice to you. There's no mercy from it. There's no mercy when the laws of the world have to humble you. So humble yourself now, please. I beg of you to humble yourself now, because it's gonna be no mercy. I'm telling you. Have mercy on yourself, because the laws of this world are not gonna have mercy on you. This is hard times. It's dangerous times right now. It's dangerous times. Probably horrible times, but when I look at that, I know that since it is horrible times, in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, it's going to be a beautiful world, man. Because the evil is going too far. And once the evil is going too far, it will balance out, and that good will come just as strong as that evil. Evil cannot overcome good. Good can overcome evil. Good will overcome evil. And a lot of people look around and say it's a horrible world, it's a bad world, but while that may be true, you gotta have that hope. You gotta see that trust. Once you develop that trust in something outside of yourself, you know that since this world is this way right now, that can only mean that good is coming. Evil can't stay too long. We've created evil things, man. We've armed the devil. That's what we've done in this world. We've armed the devil, especially these last 20, 30 years. And maybe we didn't mean to do it, but we're going to learn from it. We've armed the devil, and we've created so much suffering for ourselves. Things like, it really bothers me when people try to make things like porn seem like it's a good thing. You go to the internet, it'll say it'll relieve stress and all this stuff, but it is evil. It is evil. I know a lot of people are struggling with that. They may not say it. These thoughts, these sexual thoughts are harassing their minds, and we don't realize that lust, we're told that lust is such a good thing, and we don't realize that it is the enemy. It doesn't make you a bad person because you have these desires. That's not what I'm saying. We all have them. But we're being taught to give into them at every moment we can. every chance we get to give to it. And eventually you'll become a slave to it. And people think you come to a slave to it, that's like no. When I say you will become a slave to it, I mean not by your choice. You will no longer have a choice. This thing will overcome your mind. It'll create fear in it. It'll entangle you. It'll trap you. It'll build a wall around you and try anything to keep you inside the walls of that lust. And you won't really see this until you try to break out of that lust. And then you see the mind start to revolt. You see the evil. See, it looked good at first. It lured you to sleep. It lured you in by intoxicating you with the lust. It blinded you with the lust. You can no longer see. You can no longer see. You no longer know what's right and what's left. All you see is lust and you're blinded by it. You can't see anything else. And it keeps you within it. It confuses the mind. It blocks out love. It blocks out the empathy. It blocks out the love that we should have for everyone. You're turning girls you see them as an object of your desire. And people say that's so natural. But imagine that, like your sisters, your mother. There's love there for them. When you see them, these things don't come up. Why is that? Because there's truly a love there. There's at least some type of love there. True form of love there. So you can't even think to the thought of that. It almost disgusts you. And that's the aim, how it should be with everyone. Every woman you see, it should be, you should not feel ashamed that you, don't feel ashamed because you're lustful. Just recognize it and know that it's not your friend. It's not a good thing. It brings no good for you. We have to devalue pleasure. Pleasure is way too high of a value in people's lives right now. It's way too high of a value. It's a dangerous value to have. It's a dangerous thing to put pleasure above everything else, because you'll automatically become a slave. There's no other way to it. You'll become a slave and you'll be a prideful. That's the craziest thing. The people that are enslaved the most are the most prideful ones. See, it devours you. Lust devours you, and it feeds that pride in you at the same time. So it seems like a good thing because, it feeds that vanity. It makes you feel good about yourself that you looked at someone and a feeling within your body came up. You take that feeling as you take that feeling as yours, and you are prideful about it. You go have sex with someone and it was amazing. You take that feeling as you take that feeling as yours, and you develop a pride over it. Like, pride takes over and it makes you feel like superior in a way. That's the real trap there. That's how it gets you. You have the sex, it makes you feel superior. Not realizing the whole time that you're enslaved to this. You're enslaved to this desire. This desire within is controlling you. And you don't even see that. You can't even see that you didn't cause this to come up. You didn't cause that feeling to arise. You didn't choose that. Whenever you saw this woman, that this feeling would come up, but that feeling comes up and you take it as yours, and you pursue it with no thought about it. No thought about where this is leading you to. Where's this leading you to? If you ask yourself that, contemplate that, where's this leading you to? Where's lust leading you? Where's it going? It's going in circles. That's all it is. You're just going in circles, man. Never going anywhere. Just going in circles until you get to the point where you realize you're going in circles, but you can't get out. And this is where you have to revolt. This is where you have to repent. This is where you have to believe. This is where the faith comes up. This is where you start to do good. This is where good starts to come into your life. This is where you start to meditate. If you're religious in any way, all of the great teachers in every religion meditated. I don't know why the people don't talk about this enough. Even in the Bible, Jesus, he meditating. He talks about it a lot. Prayer is important, but not close to as important as meditation. Prayer is important to keep the faith going. Prayer is important to keep you going forward. It's like a instrument to inspire. An instrument to inspire. But meditation, this is where the work is done. This is the tool to understand. So yeah, please guys, be a home unto yourself. Go within yourself. And I mean that literally. I don't mean that as an idea. Go within yourself, within this body. Go within this body. Study this body. Question this body. Question the feelings that come up in the body. Question the ideas that come up in your mind. Look at these things.